Good morning, Cookie Crew. It is time once again for another adventure. When we last left Cookie B a couple of weeks ago, we went to Draenor. So, here we are, Cookie's Adventures in Draenor. We're going to start doing dungeons. We're level 15 now. We're going to go ahead and start just queuing for dungeon after dungeon after dungeon. That is literally the quickest way to level a character, is just by doing dungeons. And in these earlier expansions, you find out that there's quests at the beginning of most of the dungeons in the earlier expansions, so that it helps you level even quicker because you're completing quests at the same time. Now, I haven't even gone up to do my
Run. My eyes may not work, but the familiar
to do my base yet, but I am on my way up to do that. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and queue
the Frostwolf Chieftain
for a random Warlord's dungeon. Anybody who is on right now has a possibility of jumping in with me and being on the show. So here we go. Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose, shall we? Off and running, or at least walking really, really slow compared to them. Let's move up here. There we are.
Friend, you are alive. I can barely stand, but for these are champions from a faraway realm, pledged to fight the Iron Horde. I know your eyes don't work, Shaman, but this one has green skin.
So up the hill we go. Like I said in my last video, I have not leveled a character up here before. Look at that, level 16 just by riding up the hill. So, that should help. We're going to go with Greater Judgment as the talent there, because that will definitely help us a lot, making our judgment a little bit stronger. We're going to queue for dungeons, and as we're waiting for the queue to pop, we'll go ahead and do quests. And this really is the most effective way of leveling. And it's non-stop action typically, so that's helpful.
For the Horde. This terrain is ideal for a stronghold.
I can open up a portal to Orgrimmar only briefly. Reinforcements are standing by, I hope.
The very best.
Hey, somebody call for a fixer?
Goblins are so funny.
A goblin to be your foreman?
Gazlo here oversaw the construction of Orgrimmar.
Orgrimmar, the impenetrable fortress.
Wasn't it recently sacked?
Yeah, okay. One little sacking.
One little sacking. Yeah. It's like saying one little Super Bowl loss, I guess. Alright. Let's get the trees down and kill some groundlings. One down, 7 to go. Alright, marking trees as we go.
Okay.
We can do quests all in the same area without having to go places. That's probably the best option. That way you're not traveling too far. Like here, we're going to mark trees and kill groundlings at the same time.
Work complete. Okie dokie. Okay.
These little things here are creepy. I'm just going to say. I think they're creepy.
I can do that.
So I need to mark one more tree and kill 5 more groundlings. So we'll hit the tree.
Okie dokie.
And that marks all of them. Okay, so now I'll just need to find some groundlings. Let's see, where are they at? Yeah, I know there's some around here somewhere. Right. I hesitate to do this sometimes because sometimes they put me into a spot where there's not any quest at the beginning of the dungeon, but it's still a dungeon. So we will go ahead and select yes there and see where they put us dungeon-wise. Great. And the queue pops just as I am killing stuff. Now, if you notice, I did not queue to tank, so I do need to change my weapon over to my two-hander. And I don't have any of those. We're just going to use the starter build on the Ret. And pick
What
up
is it?
the quest
Dark Lady
and join the rest of the group.
you.
Come on, Cookie Bee, you know better to stand and fire.
It's too far away. I need to target something first.
My endless agony shall be yours as well. No rest for the angry dead.
I don't have any idea what this tank is doing as far as pulling these 2 packs on either side of the boss. Now, I understand we need to get them, but still... Alright, get up here and get this thing. Did this dungeon earlier this week on a different character, and neglected to pick up the quests, so I had to go back and do them all after we'd already completed the dungeon. And the last quest of this quest chain requires killing the boss, and so I had to go back into the dungeon and do it again. So always make sure you follow your quest chain, because if you don't, you end up having to do stuff again. Repeating stuff is not very conducive to quick leveling. Just gonna say.
I don't have a target.
No, there it is. Okay. He's just standing in the way of it, so I can't even turn in the quest. There we go. And yes, before people ask, I will be changing when I get up to level 60. I will be doing a build that has already been tested.
I'm out of range.
Probably going to stick with Ret for stick with Ret for at least dungeons, and use the tank spec for leveling. Now, a lot of people say, don't do that, don't do that. No, tank's not even pulling, that's the problem.
I don't have a target.
Let the tank pull, people. When you're questing, let the tank pull.
I need a target.
Leveled again, that's nice.
You are
I don't
like
have a target.
a piece of iron.
To think you've come so far, only to perish here. I'll honor you with clean deaths.
How about instead I honor you with a clean death? That makes more sense.
I need a target. I need to get closer. It's too far away. I don't have a target.
My legend begins
Make sure you loot,
now.
people, because you can sell everything you've got. Since you don't need any of the gear you're going to be picking up as you level because of your heirlooms. Unless you don't have the heirlooms, in which case you will need the upgraded gear. But
I need to get closer.
until then...
But my legend...
You shall pay for this treachery.
I don't think that was the button I hit, but whatever.
Arise, my champion.
Mograine.
There, that shouldn't happen again. Switch my bar up a little bit. Okay, who pulled this guy?
I need a target.
Well... we killed the boss. Where's Lillian Voss? Oh, there she comes.
What is it you ask?
And we leveled again. Started at 15, already at 18. Check that out. We're leveling quick today. That is absolutely the beauty of questing while doing dungeons. And it switched me back but did not switch gears, so I have to go back in and switch my gear back over. I remember where my gear is. Well, there's my new helmet. It's a red helmet, so the heirloom is actually better, even though it says it's not. Right. And we need to put 2 of these in. Alright. We still need 2 of the Gronlings, so let's grab these guys. Looks like I joined somebody else in killing these guys. He had aggro, so they didn't even come after me. I just got them from behind. Oh, it was that tank right there. Check it out.
I'm all yours, Commander. Oh, love it. Yeah. I'll take care of it. Jeez. Right away.
Alright, now, when we were running around, we did see this big guy over here. We need to kill him now. That's just the next quest in the line, so we will go ahead and go for that. That's why I didn't go for him back then. Not only that, it was a little light, you know what I'm saying? So, now we'll try and get him by myself, because there's nobody else here. While that's doing auto attack, let's switch those over so it doesn't happen, where I hit the wrong button. I do have a level 70 Ret Pally now that is mainly for PvP at level 70, so I'm kind of building it for a level 70 PvPer. It's taking some work. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. I lose a lot in arenas, but I've got a guild to help me. My level 70 is a member of the Old Gods on this server. It's a multi-server guild, and and they're actually helping me a whole lot. So.
Yeah. I'll take care of it. Jeez.
Actually helped me PvP a lot. So I go in with guys that are bigger than me, and we win. We win some arenas, and we lose some arenas, but I'm learning a lot. I'm getting a lot of honor and conquest and things, and that helps for more PvP gear. Eventually, I'll be fully geared in PvP. But on Cookie here,
Your heroic
just leveling
deeds
best we
have
can.
earned you this Frostwolf land. It is from here that you will lead the Horde to victory. Commander.
Alright, I wanted to make sure I completed building the garrison there before I queued for the next dungeon, so we'll go ahead and queue. And I think what I'm going to do is... And now, I know, Dark Forge, you're watching, and I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me you shouldn't flip back and forth between Ret Pally and Prop Pally. You should build one or the other. When you're leveling, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. When you get up to the upper levels, between 60 and 70, you do want to focus. Because otherwise you're going to need 2 sets of gear. And it just doesn't work out very well. It's kind of hard to keep track. But, when you're leveling, it doesn't matter one way or the other. So, especially when you're using heirlooms up through level 29.
I'm on it. Precision Goblin Engineering.
I guess you're kind of getting a feel for your character. If that's the way you want to work it, then by all means do that, because it does give you a feel for both the tank and both the tank spec and the damage spec. Those of you who don't know, new players or whatever, tanks aren't really supposed to do the most damage. They're supposed to soak the damage and let the damage dealers, the DPS, do the damage. But at the lower levels, typically the tank will be in the top 2 or 3 of the damage dealers. That's just how it works. The spells for the tank, the abilities for the tank are pretty strong, so they do end up doing a lot of damage.
My crew's always ready to work.
Well, then get them to work. And for those of you who don't know, I put this here so when I go into a dungeon, all I have to do is click this, and it automatically switches my weapon, so I don't have to dig back into my bag for the weapon.
What? Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Alright. This is one of the reasons why Warlords of Draenor is one of the better ones to level in, is because all the quests are nice and close together. Right, when I built the garrison, guys moved up here. There we go.
What you need? Yeah, I'll take care of it. Jeez.
You gotta love goblins. Too busy being from New York to care. Alright, that's a big drop. Let's not do that if we can at all help it. It looks like it's fastest way down though, so... Don't want to pick a fight with that yet. Just jump and shield. If you're a paladin, jump and shield, and you won't damage yourself on the way down, which is good. Now we got a quest to get 10 of these. And here's 6 of them right here with nothing around them, so let's pick those up.
I need to get closer.
The Alliance version of this quest is really a lot harder. Ice mod, proto-drakes and stuff. Alright. Now that they settled down and stopped shooting things this way, let's see if I can't get these. I want to finish this quest before I join the dungeon. And it's Pandaria dungeon, so yeah, there's going to be quests at the beginning of this one too.
Oh, hello, Zan. It's good of you to
Looks like we're
visit
going to
all
have
the
our choice of
anti-storm styles.
rewards in both of them.
I am not Zan. I am Chen, Stormstout.
I need to target something first.
It didn't take, so we will have to dig in. Here's my axe. Probably has to be on the first bar. First bar doesn't usually change, at least it didn't. I'm not actually sure how it works now because I haven't floated back and forth in a while. So we'll just have to find out. Alright. If I get quiet, I'm focusing on the dungeon. So hope that doesn't turn anybody off to what I'm doing here. While I'm kind of floating around here, please, 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 check out my merch store. I got a lot of stuff in there that's interesting. You might like it. Alright, so there's the books. And there's the boss.
Me gonna ook you in the duker.
Ook you in the duker.
Get ookie parties. Come on and get your ook on.
We're doing this plus you watch out for barrels. But we did pretty good at getting them down pretty quick, so. These rabbits are annoying.
I don't
Just gonna
have
say.
a target.
They don't do a lot of damage until there's a lot of them. So I typically just tend to run through them when I'm in this dungeon. Or you can grab this, which is always fun, because then you can just thump, thump, thump. Just like fire, try and stay away from spinning bad guys, because they hurt sometimes.
What's it? Are they... What are they doing to our elementals? Hey! Hey, you! Those are our flying beer monsters? I think that druid had the hot target. Not you, me.
I'm out of range. I need a target.
Yes, yes, yes! So close! Just a pinch of... Oops!
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Brr, too bitter. Just a drop of honey and a cane of sugar and maybe some corn. Yes!
Okay, that was
more
just a
corn.
coincidence. My friend Admiral Honey came on. At the same time, he just said a drop of honey. That was kind of funny.
I don't have a target. It's too far away.
Yes. Yes, yes! No, 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 no! Yes! No! Peppers!
Peppers! One of my sons likes to shout that sometimes when he's being goofy. He's just say, Peppers!
I need to target something first.
Ah! Help! What is that thing? It doesn't matter. Nothing will stop me now. Not when I'm so close. Maybe if I don't look at it.
Yep, because that's how you solve all your problems. Just don't look at it. Be fine. No, kids, that is not the answer. Ignoring a problem does not make it go away.
Is it? Can it be? Such harmony of flavor, such heady aroma. It is the perfect brew. The name of Storm Stout will be sung once again throughout the hills. Uncle Gao, this brewery was left in your care. What have you done? You again?
That one.
Don't you see? I have made a name for myself at last. I have brewed perfection. At what cost? The brewery is trashed, infested. Details, details. And there are vermin in the main store. Look, Chen Stormstout, we all can't be heroes, running from our responsibilities, tromping around the dread wastes, saving the world. Some of us are artists. I think the brewery might be on fire. Yes, yes, that
And we've hit
happens.
level 20. Now, we're going to do a couple of things here. Just kind of as housekeeping, you might say. This, we know, probably should go down here. Okay? Actually, quite honestly, probably put it somewhere else. So, quite honestly, probably should go here. Go to action bars. We're going to add bar 4, which is actually over here. Those hardly ever get touched or moved. So we will put that over here. And then also, so we don't have to go digging for it like we do now, we will put our shield and our hammer on the bar as well, so when we switch back and forth, we just click over here. Hopefully that works. Hands. Now there's no hands heirloom, so we can change those out, you know, whenever we get them. There is a cloak heirloom. This one says it's a whole lot better for retribution than it is for than what I'm wearing, but I'm not retribution right now. I am prot. So we will mark that and hit that. Now, Circle right there, that's where Grug is. We have to go over there next. Take on anybody that stands in our way, like this guy. He's asleep though, so he didn't even notice I was passing him. Still sleeping. Look for the green Z's. Probably going to aggro one or both of those. But hopefully I'm going fast enough where they're not going to catch up. And if they do, we'll deal with it. And this one we got to go around. This one we're going to go around. And up the hill.
Hey, Commander! I love it!
Hey, what you got, boss? Come back if you need me help.
Sorry about that. Alright. He's got another quest for us, which I believe is building
I'm all
parks.
yours, Commander.
Yep.
I'm on it! So, what's next, Commander?
You know, I don't even read the quest, so I don't have no idea where I'm supposed to be. Alright. Barracks right there. Says it'll be done in an hour. Building your garrison, here's where your parts and stuff are. Use the architect table for all of that. That's done early because it had a rapid build because it's the first thing we're building. So it's already done. Architect's table. There you go. That's where it's at, right there. At least until you upgrade your garrison, it's right there. then you just come over here and hit this one. Boop. And a barracks.
What you need? Right away. Precision Goblin Engineering.
Now, we now have an ability in this area. It's a garrison ability, Call to Arms. Brings friends to your aid. Sometimes useful when you're dealing with something too big for you.
Blood and thunder go with honor, Dabu. For the Horde.
And now, for those of you who have ever quested in Legion or anything after Warlords of Draenor, you remember the maps and stuff, and the followers and things. That started right here, Warlords of Draenor. Just an added mechanic. Some think not necessary, some like it. Kind of indifferent. It's just part of how this expansion works, so that's the way I do it. Gotta rescue Olin Umberhide, but first we're gonna go do another dungeon. This one is Wrath of the Lich King, so we will pick up the quests. Been very lucky so far. I haven't gotten any like Battle for Azeroth or anything like that. Doesn't have any quests in the beginning.
I need a target.
I sense the living. Be ready.
Looks like our tank is a pally also.
Target.
Our pally shield works great in here. This divine shield, mainly because we don't have to worry about losing aggro. We're not supposed to have it anyway. So if we get it, and we don't have a cooldown, 5-minute cooldown on the shield, we can use it. And we can still do our damage and be more protected. It's one of the things I like about Ret Pally, is I can still use the shield, and it doesn't really hurt a whole lot if I do, because
Target.
it doesn't pull me out of aggro, because like I said, I'm not supposed to have it anyway.
The gate has been breached. Quickly divert forces to deal with these invaders.
It's too far away. I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
And this will be our last dungeon for the day. So once again, while I'm fighting this dungeon,
Target.
I'll say,
It's too far away.
check out my merch store. There's good stuff on
I
there.
don't have a target.
I can't keep doing this if I don't get some things out of the merch store taken care of. So if you want some t-shirts or mugs or whatever, please take a look at the merch store, and I'm sure you'll find something you like there. Even if it's just something with my cookies on it, so that you can support your favorite YouTube guy. That'd be me. At least I think I'm your favorite. I like to tell myself that. Whether I am or not, it's up to you. I thought for sure I was going to hit the shelf. Glad I didn't, because that would suck. That would be a horrible way to die. The tank is already up here. Is that the tank? No, it's not the tank. The tank's back here. Somebody else is already up there.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
Eternal agony awaits you! The pestilence upon you! God,
I need a target. I don't have a target.
the pestilence upon you!
And there we go. Another dungeon completed. Like I said, that's going to be my last one for the day. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, mash those buttons for me. Check out my merch store, which is good. Link's going to be in the description. And until next time, it's Cookie B signing off. Make sure you check out my other videos too for Biscuit, the Alliance character, and we'll see you all next week.